kopim Ghana Police Service I see massive shakeup bipa abaho new IGP IGP yohunu or say we be ho ontimi onemu yediman to kopim all the regional commander was same the police management we be was same reshuffle there I hate police service hopan yankwe na
Ghana tonight, massive shake-up in the top brass of the Ghana Police Service as Inspector General of Police Christian Tete Yohono makes significant command changes. We'll tell you about it and what exactly this could mean going forward into the Ghana Police Service's operational direction, and also how the new IGP intends to run the administration of or his turn-up for the next couple of years ahead of him. Now, stay with us on this. And this is one that already there's been some changes to it, to that letter that communicated the announcement of these persons earlier today. The Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohono, has made some significant command changes in the Ghana Police Service. The command changes, we understand, aimed at ensuring effective management and operational control of the Ghana Police Service. And this was contained in a statement that was issued earlier today and signed by Grace Ansah-Krofi, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Director of Public Affairs in there. But just stay with me. Let me just run through the list. A number of them, almost 31. In fact, the list we count, the names we counted 31 of them. But there's been a change to one, and that happens to be the first person on the list. The first person on the list, COP Mrs. Mamiya Tiwaa Adodankwa. This new assignment, as was communicated earlier today, we understand has changed. We have a letter to that effect coming through from the presidency on a matter of a reassignment of duties of Mamiya Tiwaa Adodankwa, reassigned from their current position to the Ministry of the Interior. So we'll get into the details of that shortly, because that has also generated some reactions as well, as now she has been reassigned. In fact, this letter came through just a little over an hour ago as a technical advisor to the Honorable Minister of the Interior, Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak. So that's Mamiya Tiwaa Adodankwa's new assignment. But earlier today, she was top on the list of the new Police Management Board, the POMAP board. Next to her is COP Mrs. Paul Manley Awini, and he has been reassigned to the service workshop here in the Greater Accra region, and previously he was in charge of the human resource and police development at the headquarters. Now, COP Daniel Kwame Efriye, Director General, also now giving another position in there, and the COP Mr. Michael Nketia Frimpong, Director General Finance now, and also COP Sumadu Ochre Dakon, and now reassigned as Director General. There's the PIPS, that's the Police Professional Services Board, and also the Idi Lansa Seidu, Director General Welfare, also now on the Police Management Board, and COP Mrs. Faustina A.K. Andokofi, now the Commandant, and Winneba also on the Police Management Board now, and COP Joseph Oklu Jamira. All these persons now on the new Police Management Board. There is no clear indication of the number of persons in the previous Police Management Board who were retained by COP Christian Tete Yohono. That is the previous IGP's board. But these, we understand, are fresh persons on the board as we speak. And a number of them, in fact, also representing all the police operational regions, also have representatives on this particular board, as we are saying, the Western North region, the Central region also, and Savannah region, all in there. And the Director General of Operations you see as well. But let's bring in Dr. Victor Doke. He's a security analyst and a lecturer at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. He's been watching the reactions to this list as it came through earlier today.
Because a kahua and a max serious complete. Aha, Ghanatube, so
as it came through earlier today. Dr. Doke, appreciate your time. First off, I want to find out from you how this new Police Management Board, from your own analysis, communicates the kind of direction that the new IGP wants to take in terms of managing the Ghana Police Service? Doc.
Right. Thank you very much, Alfred. So I think, one, with regards to what he has done is also to exhibit or clearly show that he also has the authority as the IGP to make some internal changes. And rightly so, he's done that. Now, let's not forget he was a deputy IGP for some time. So he worked closely with these ladies and gentlemen and the force, the service, sorry. Now, so you would be best assured that now that he's taken over realms of, in charge of the service, he would like to put people he thinks are capable of doing A, B, and C in some positions where he deems, fit as per what he has seen or observed over the years, having worked with them. Now, irrespective of that, he didn't do the appointments, previously with regards to where those, senior officers were. Now he has come in and he's sort of like changed a couple of things to suit his objective. So with regards to that, now what exactly is he pointing out to do? I'm juxtaposing this with his statement at his swearing in that he wants to ensure that professionalism and then the ethics is what upheld. So you take, for example, the new CID force there, you would best be assured. I spoke to a couple of friends who are also into security, and they were like, she's a very good officer and best fit for that position. So the IGP has now exhibited the aspect where he wants to align the service with regards to what the officers he have shuffled or appointed to certain key positions, align them to what the mandate of the service, professionalism, and then and enhance the ethics of the service. So I think by and large, he's hoping to have a very collaborative engagement going forward with these new senior officers in these positions. By and large, the aspect of them exhibiting their mandate to the service and to the people that for which they are in that capacity would also be, exhibited by and large in the coming days, months, and then we'll see keenly, be following keenly as to what happens in regards to the other regions as well.
I see, and I mentioned Mamiya Tiwaa Dodankwa and the new portfolio, even though this list that was earlier put out as the new Police Management Board had her name as #1. Just few hours ago, we got this information of her reassignment as Technical Director to the Minister of the Interior, Mohammed Mutaka Mubarak. How did that strike you?
Well, when I saw the list in the morning and I saw Madam Tiwaa's name there, I was of the view that, okay, well, she'll be reassigned. But then, having to hear this again, then it means one would definitely think that they want to have Mami Tiwaa close by in terms of monitoring her. Now, not that she's up to anything untoward, but then with her expertise, if I should put it that way. Now, you're best assured that the Interior Minister wants to have her close by and then offer some expertise, technical expertise in that regard. But then the question is, can she offer the technical expertise wherever she is in the headquarters there? That's another issue we are looking into. But to reassign her the Ministry of Interior, that technical position, you are best to conclude that there is some agenda with regards to not directly engaging her in the headquarters, but then outside the headquarters, because we know what Madam Tiwaa did with regards to her role, not only at the headquarters, but also her subsequent role as Yoko boss. So you are best assured that with all these experiences, well, she can give some.
Na oye na eye anase enye ni na mesre pa se obeja adwintwe because e ka ho a ene ma serious no eye complete aha Ghanatube so enti neto aso
Give some expertise to the minister as they fit. But as to whether this position is likely to will make her very active in the sense that with regards to she being at the headquarters was seen as very active. Now with the interior position, whether she's going to be active or not, we are yet to see. But it all boils down to the fact that her engagement with the past ßREAK government also may have triggered this change in the position and where she finds herself in right now.
And her last appearance in any public event was what we are showing on the screen right now, when the new IGP was going to be sworn in at the presidency. She was seen in very close proximity with the new IGP. And there's undeniable information as to how close they've worked together and the close relationship they've had over the period. So that's Mamia Tiwaa there. Let's take a look at that. Maybe there is a certain direction or personal direction that the presidency also has probably for the ministry as well, because this letter of reassignment came from the presidency, and I know you've seen this. The details of it we're going to put on the screen right now. This is what came through just a couple of hours ago from the office of the president. This reassignment of duties to Mamia Tiwaa, right, to formally convey the directive of His Excellency the President regarding her reassignment. In line with this directive, you, Mamia Tiwaa, hereby reassigned from your current position to the Ministry of Interior, where you will serve as a technical advisor to the Honorable Minister. This reassignment takes immediate effect, and you are expected to liaise, and Dr. Doke, take note of these words, liaise with the relevant authorities to ensure a smooth transition into your new role. So her portfolio there is a technical advisor to the minister. By extension, the presidency recognizes and deeply appreciates her unwavering dedication, professionalism, invaluable contribution to the nation, and it's the president's firm belief that her expertise and commitment will continue to serve the country effectively in her new capacity. So this is the wording of this letter of reassignment of the duties. What does that tell you?
Well, Albert, we can play scenario game here. Now, what if scenario one, this reassignment is actually to let her be under the watch of the Ministry of Interior? We know the Ministry of Interior stands for the internal security of the country. Now, scenario two, are we saying there aren't technical persons in the Ministry of Interior who can offer the insights, okay, to the minister, other than the senior officer, Mami Tiwaa? There are. So my take is one, either the presidency has acknowledged the fact that the said senior officer has played roles in the previous government, and we've known, the associations with regards to some elites with in the past government and all of that. You are best assured that when it comes to internal security, any personality who has this depth of knowledge and association with the elite and even the security system would definitely be called upon, i.e., either to be some sort of guidance, and they put it rightly in a very word technical position. Now, it is all to sort of like have her in the presence and the eyesight for us to see that she's present here. Now, she could also be at the headquarters and performing her role. But then the presidency does not want her anywhere at the headquarters. Now, why so is what we are yet to find out. Because then the IGP makes changes and then a letter comes from the presidency reassigning her to the Ministry of Interior. Why not any other ministry, okay, in relation to security, but the Ministry of Interior offering technical advice and liaise with everybody for her to tell into her role?
Well, maybe the
Why?
thinking is that's the mother ministry of the Ghana Police Service, is it not? The Ministry of Interior has operational jurisdiction over the Ghana Police Service, isn't it?
Exactly so. Exactly so. But then the question I asked was why can't she be at the headquarters offering the same capacity?
Okay.
You understand? But why would she have to be reassigned entirely? The reassignment from the positions was given earlier on to the Ministry of Interior as a technical advisor. So I think there is a clear picture the presidency wants to post. That is, have the said senior officer in the midst of what, or under the authority directly, where the Minister of Interior would have what, every opportunity to work with her closely, and then also talk about engagements and then this offering of technical advice they put in that way. But I think there are a lot of questions that need to be answered as to how this issues came about or reassignment come about.
Well, Dr. Doke, and I wanted to stay with me because the next issue we're going to talk about also is a matter of security as well. But what we do know is that some of these, the names on the new police management board, we're going to put out on the screen, a number of them were also retained, who were part of the police management board during the era of Dr. George Akuffo-Dampare, and COP and Kofi was on Dr. George Akuffo-Dampare's police management board. She also is on this new list as we have it. Also, COP and Winley was on the Dr. Dampare's, that's POMAP, also on this list. COP Frimpong, also on this list. And then the new CID boss, COP Suraj, was also on the previous police management board. She's been also retained. COP Free as well, all in there. And so this is one that also it gives a certain clear direction as to what the new IGP wants to do going forward. But let's go into the next issue.
I'm doing basically fair. It was that is some Michelle, and I from my high Ghanatube.